Let's talk about prayer. Prayer is one of those things that I had to be taught. And in fact, Jesus taught his disciples how to pray. But first, let's get into the basics. Prayer is a topic that has been preached about, talked about. Think about how many books have been written on what prayer is, the power of prayer. But really, when it comes down to it, prayer really is simple. You can pray with your eyes open. You can pray while driving. You can pray while walking around. Or you can pray on your knees or pray like this, prostrate before God with your face to the ground. You can pray while you're overjoyed and super excited about life or a victory or whatever. Or while you're really, really angry and you want to destroy everything around you. You can also pray while you're overwhelmed with sorrow or sadness or depression. But it really doesn't matter how you're feeling or what's going on around you. You can always pray. And that's the amazing thing about it. But now that we're done with the simple stuff, let's really get into it. In Matthew chapter 6, verses 9 through 13, Jesus here is teaching us a format, an outline of how we should pray. This is a simple format that I use when I have my dedicated prayer time in my day. The chunk of time that I set aside that I'm getting away from the distractions. I'm just getting away and spending time with my God. There are short prayers that I say throughout the day. In those short prayers, I don't always follow this format. An acronym that helps me to stick to this which Jesus is teaching here is called the ACTS prayer. Jesus says to start out saying, hallowed is your name, meaning to worship God. God, how great is your name? The A in ACTS stands for adoration. God, you are amazing. You are bright, you are brilliant, you are a mighty God and a mighty warrior. You are to start out your prayer by acknowledging who God is, worshiping his name. And sometimes there's this thing that I do, I call it the ABCs. I simply go through the whole alphabet and I say different attributes of God or things that are amazing about God. Like A, awesome, you're amazing, you're awe-inspiring. B, you're brilliant, you are brighter than anything in the universe. And I so on and so forth until I go through all the letters of the alphabet. C is for confession. God, I yelled at my coworker today. God, I got really, really frustrated with my kids, and man, I gave into my frustration. Man, I've been tempted all day, and God, I gave into lust or impure thoughts. Whatever it may be, whatever the sin is, it could be pride, it could be it could be anything. But this is a time where I just come clean with God. The T stands for Thanksgiving. This is where, man, I'm just so grateful for all the things that God has done for me, has given me, has protected me from, and I'm just giving him thanks. And the S stands for supplication. That means asking God for things. Give me an A on that test. God, help me with this situation. God, help me change my heart, soften my heart, remove this sin from my life. Put things before God's throne that we put them at his feet and say, God, please provide this or give this or do this or change this. In John chapter 16, Jesus teaches us to pray everything in his name and it will be given to us. Prayer is an amazing thing. We should be praying all the time. But at the minimum, we need to set aside a time. I give you a challenge. Pray for 10 minutes every day for 30 days and see what happens. By using this outline and by sticking to the outline that Jesus lays out, you will find that your prayer life will increase. I hope this video was very helpful for you. Please use this, share it if you think it's going to help somebody. But if you want to support this channel, go ahead and subscribe below. Leave a comment on anything that you want me to cover. Until then, stay blessed.